We have been discussing the topic of dynamic memory allocation, management, both allocation and deallocation. And here in this program, I am trying to allocate memory for an array, and its size is not just 10 or 20 or 100, it's huge. So as you can see, the size specified in this program is very large. So if the memory is available, this new operator should return the address of the very first block. So the array index at 0, what is the address of that block? That value should be returned and it will be stored in APTR. That is the meaning. So if you can get so much of memory, then it means allocation is successful, and at the end of the program, before you close the main, it is your responsibility to deallocate it. And this is a good practice to assign null to your pointer, because once you release that memory, it is not in your possession, it is someone else's possession whenever the OS reallocates the same amount of memory. So this is a good practice. Even if you skip this, the compiler will not give any error, but it is an ideal practice. So let's check if the operating system can provide so much of memory, and if that is not available, what happens? Say if it is small size 999, then you get a success message. So that much of memory was available in the heap area and you could possess that. Now let's change it. Let me uncomment this and comment this one. Now it's not in terms of 1000, it is way too much of memory when you compare with the earlier size. So if this is not allocated, do we get this success message? Let's check. What happens if so much of memory is not available? No error. This is just compilation step. So if your program is correct in terms of syntax, then you will not get any error. And also the memory will be allocated at runtime. So whether there is sufficient memory or not cannot be ascertained, cannot be known at the time of compilation. What does the compiler do? It just checks if your program is correct in terms of syntax. Okay, you have included IOStream, you are specifying that you are using the namespace std, pointer syntax, new keyword. Okay, everything is fine. The compiler doesn't bother if there is sufficient memory for the allocation or not. Its job is just to check the syntax. Grammatically, is the program correct or not? That's it. Now this allocation happens dynamically at runtime. So if there are any glitches, any errors, that have to be caught, that will be known at the time of execution. Oh, so here is the aborted message. The system says terminate called after throwing an instance of bad alloc. So here it mentions bad alloc, which has been are defined in std namespace and the program is aborted. So the moment compiler, or not the compiler, at the time of execution, the moment control comes at this point, then it is known that so much of memory cannot be allocated. It is short of so much of memory. So the program has terminated abruptly. This message is not printed. Why? Only when this is successful, only when you is able to return the address of the first block, only then you can get to execute further instructions, not otherwise. So this is what we have seen on the screen, and this is not desirable. Say you are developing an application and in the code you have requested for certain memory, dynamic allocation is requested for, and if the end user looks at such message, he is confused. He doesn't have any clue why the program has aborted abruptly. So we want to avoid such messages. Instead of this, we can have a more meaningful message on the console. So even as you know the basics of programming, even you are not able to understand what is this bad alloc, why did the program abort. So instead of message with these words, it will be more meaningful, more clear if you can display a message something like, you have requested for huge memory which is not available with the operating system. So you can display such message and then come out of the program and then terminate the program in a normal way, not by abort process. So now we want to see how we can deal such a situation and display more meaningful messages on the console. That is the objective of this exercise. So now I want to handle this situation in a different way. Instead of relying on the system, allocate if available and abort if not available, I want the program to handle this situation in a better way, and for this I specify something called as set new handler. It means that how are you going to handle the situation when you request for memory using new keyword, and who is going to handle that? That needs to be mentioned. And the argument to this feature is a function name. What function? The function which can display meaningful message whenever this step fails. So I am going to write one function before main in case insufficient memory situation arises, what should be done? One way is to display more clear message so everyone can understand what exactly led to the termination of the program. Why didn't we get further messages? So here you can specify you have requested for huge amount of memory which is not available currently. See, the situation may be such that this amount of memory may be present with the system, but just not at this time, just not at this moment. It could be in use by various other programs. So if the system really has so much of memory and if no one else is using, then it is possible that allocation is successful. So I am mentioning that this huge amount of memory is not available currently. So once you print these message, you can expect them to be printed whenever this step fails. So here is the function, and I have to write this function name within parenthesis here. So in advance you are telling the system to execute this function whenever new operator fails to return the first address. That is the meaning of new handler. So you are handling the abnormal situation of out of memory condition when allocation is requested through new operator, and you are setting this function to handle that situation. So not only this statement, there could be several other statements wherein you are using new operator. If even one of them fails, then the control comes to insufmem function, and whatever has been written within this function, that will be executed. And if you want to make use of this feature, set new handler, then you have to include some file, and that is new. This is mandatory. Okay, now let's execute this program with this addition and see if the control comes to insufmem. The program seems to have entered infinite loop. Okay, I have aborted it. Excuse me. So let's see, why did we enter into infinite loop? The program never seemed to complete on its own. I had to abort it. This is how it works. Initially you are setting some function to handle out of memory condition whenever you request for memory using new operator. So at this point the allocation failed, so the control will go to insufmem function, and these two statements are executed, and even after these two statement execution, the system repeatedly tries to check if the memory is available. Again it is not available, and the control comes here. So this continues until the system is able to allocate so much of memory, which is not happening in our case. So what do? Instead of allowing the system to be in infinite loop condition, we can come out of the program using exit call. Otherwise, the effect is seen by you. So within this function, I am going to add one line, exit echo 0. This is not abnormal or abrupt termination. You have handled it using some function, and after displaying meaningful message, informative message, you are coming out of the program. So if you skip this, the program runs infinitely. It repeatedly tries to allocate so much of memory. That is the reason repeatedly the control comes to insufmem, and you could see these messages infinitely. I hope this flow is clear. So let's compile this and see the effect of modification. Once I added exit call, it says exit was not declared in the scope. In case of C language, whenever you use exit, what file do you include?
stdlib.
Correct. Similarly, in case of C++ language, you can include cstdlib. So the program could not allocate, that success message is not printed, but still this output is better than abrupt termination without giving clear clue to the end user. So the end user at least knows, okay, there is some memory problem. So there was some portion in the code where for the execution some amount of memory was required and the system could not release it, grant it. So the program has aborted. This is not abrupt abortion. This is output of a function that has been set whenever out of memory condition arises. So that's it for today's class. We will meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Thank you.